Alright, so guys, we're learning how to make a fire text reveal just like the one I'm about to show you here. It starts as nothing, and as the fire burns across the letters will reveal underneath to make a cool little title intro. Very quick, very fast. As you see, it renders here in the viewport. Yeah, go to here, and it'll show the end. So, pretty cool. You can also do it in reverse to make it go away, either one. But here we go. So let's just, I'm actually just going to erase all this stuff here and start over. Make sure we're in Redshift. Gonna make a Redshift camera, zero this camera out. Boom, boom. And then pull it back a bit. Go here, 383 text. Make this in the middle. And let's back up a bit. And there we go. We're just gonna put Pyro there for now, just because it's simple. Go there, and all right. And at this point, we're gonna hop into the Pyro tag real quick. This is the first thing we need to do. Let's delete that. It's the first thing we want to do here. So let's go here, simulation, Pyro. Okay, cool. Let's delete the cache. Let's just delete it. Okay, cool. So make sure it's just gone. So when we press play, it's just gonna burn on the whole thing like that, just all crazy, all wild. We're gonna control that. So what's cool about the Pyro tag is that it can it's affected by the vertex map. So if we go here and go to vertex map, and we'll see this. We go press save, so the red comes. So there we go. So when we press save, it'll show the red underneath. And what this red is that this entire area that's being touched is the vertex map really isn't affecting this right now. It's just showing that when you press play, it'll burn over the entire area. That red is where this thing will burn, the Pyro tag. But what's cool is that if we go here and add a box field, and when you add the box field, this yellow area is where the field will burn, where the Pyro tag will burn the text. So it affects it that way. I don't know why that works that way, but it does. So we're just gonna go here. What we want is that what we want is the fire to burn across the letter to make it seem like it's burning it into the screen. So you see this little box here. If you're wondering what that is, this is the fall off. So the furthest this is away, the stronger it is in the center, the lighter the effect is out here. So if I do that, you'll see that these lines become like more rigid. If I do this, let's go here, remapping, enter. If I do this, you can see it getting like a lot stronger in the middle, a lot lighter, and we don't want that because we want the fire to burn a specific part. So we want to actually max that out to 100% like this, and then make sure it's enough on the top. Make sure it's not, like right there. Cool. And we don't want, we don't want to have it huge, so we could do that. And actually, let's actually zero out our location, so we have a clean view of it the entire time, like that. And I'm gonna get off of this. There we go. All right, so you press play, and nothing happens, of course, because it's not connected. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop back in. So this doesn't move. We want this to go from here. We want this Pyro tag to go from here, 0, to finished in 90 frames. So frame 90, you want it to be at the end right there. Boom. So it's like completely going through the entire track. And now we go into Pyro to make this show. Actually, to make this show here, we can actually go to the Pyro tag or the Pyro object. Go to object and turn it on. And turn all these on. Usually it's going to be all off like this. You turn it all on. You go here create a new Pyro volume, throw it on top of the Pyro object, and then now when you press play, it'll show up in your viewport. Cool. Now for the vertex map, you want to throw this inside of the density and temperature, which is the smoke and the fire. Throw that in here, so the smoke only goes where the vertex map is, and as well as the fire. And you'll see, let's actually turn that off. You'll see if I have that enabled, that the fire only burns wherever that box is. That's that simple. Just like that. So that's cool. And we can throw that on. And you can see it go across like that. Cool. So we're going to do, we're actually going to up the, lower the voxel count to make it a little bit more cool to look at. I guess let's just do 3 since this is a tutorial. And then we're just going to honestly cache that out. Enable, cache the whole 120 frames to make sure it runs all the way through. Let's go to this here, and that's going to do its thing. And so while this is caching, you can do this in the forward to reverse way. You can tell that you have a lot of options with the field mechanism. So you could do like a disease type spread across the. Actually, that would have been way cooler if I just did a infecting type of reveal instead of, and have it like affect the emission channel instead of just doing straight, you know, well, for the sake of the tutorial, we're doing something very simple. You can go crazy with your own ideas, but yeah, you can do a lot with the field, with the fields and vertex maps, and even the vertex color with the Pyro tag. Now at this point, since we don't want to have it calculating the Pyro tag in real time plus adding this thing, the, you know, the disappearing effect we're gonna add on top of it, we don't want that. So actually what this did, it cached it out to as a VDB file here. So I'm actually going to, what's cool is like when it's cached out, it's a lot faster. So you can actually see what it's gonna look like here and here, which is cool. So that already looks pretty cool just on its own. And the only reason why you see these voxels is because we only had it at a voxel 3. The lower you go, the more detailed it is, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're just gonna have it like that. So I'm actually gonna delete this tag, add a Redshift volume. Am I in Redshift? Yeah. Add a Redshift volume. Go here, find that simulation right there. Load it in, no. Turn on our points, 1000, animation, simple, detect, so it showed it. And then we're gonna throw that Pyro volume just back on the Redshift volume like that, and there you go. It's back without having to recalculate all that stuff or to, like, you know, do its thing. So in my opinion, this works better because when I deal without this way, it makes my application crash. So I don't know why. It looks like it's faster the other way, and it looks like it is to me, but you know, I guess they're still updating it, so we can do that. And at this point, this is a very hacky way to do it. This is very like I just use a bool with a cube, throw that in there. We can actually, this point we can take off the vertex map, we can take off the box field, just throw that in there with throw that in just here with that, and there we go. So wherever the cube is, the text won't be. So let me change that there and hop off. Let's just make this cube as big as the text area, so we can just, we know we'll have, it's gonna, here we go, and just like that. And cool. And when we do this, at this point, we can see that you'll still see the fire, but you won't see the text. So we just want to have the cube reveal just enough where the fire isn't, so that it looks like it's burning in. So at 0, we start at 0. We go here, like that. Press that. But we wanted to look. We actually wanted to start a little bit after the fire, so it looks like it's burned in. So I can actually just, let me just move that over a couple frames right there. So when this starts, you'll see the fire starts, and then at frame 90, or actually 90, I'm gonna say 92, since the fire is gonna finish at 91, 92, it to be revealing like that. And there you go. So if we replay this back, we'll see that it's correctly doing it like this. So it looks pretty cool. You can see in the viewport, and that's basically it. And you can, you know, add a whole bunch of things to this. You can add a disease effect. You can do so many things with the fields modifier, etc. And, you know, I hope you guys make some cool stuff. Thank you. If you like the tutorial, give me some feedback in the comment section below. And yeah, have a great day. Let me actually show you an example that I did with my friends. This is my first test of it, and it came out pretty cool, but I forgot to add some lighting here, so it looks pretty bad. But that was at like a 2 voxel, 1.5 to 2 voxel volume. So yeah.